So in today's breakdown, I wanted to take a look at wide receiver from Arkansas, Treylon Burks. Big guy, athletic guy, someone that's being compared to Deebo Samuel and how he's used in the 49ers offense. And I'm not so sure that is the case with Burks here. I'm sure there are some Swiss Army knife type roles for him at the NFL level. It's something he did a lot of at Arkansas. He lined up all over the offense, in the backfield, in line, out wide, but mainly did most of his work from the slot. But I think he'll have to go to a very special coordinator in order for him to be maximized, because he has some natural gifts that coordinators could use day one, specifically his size, his speed. But when it comes to being a receiver, he has a lot of work to do. So I tried to pick some film that really embodied the type of player he is and how he was used in that offense. But more importantly, some of the things that he needs to work on in order to be a receiver at the next level, rep in and rep out. One of the main roles he played was as like a sniffer tight end, an offline tight end, usually just off the tackle or in the backfield like you see here. He kind of has that feel like a hybrid tight end wide receiver. So he's going to take the little short pass right here and then just get up the sideline. His teammate out wide gets away with a hold, but this was so nonchalant. Like, this was such an easy play for him, such an easy touchdown for the Razorbacks offense. Again, watch him on the slide route, kind of what Dawson Knox runs a lot. And I mean, he's not even going 100%. This was just too easy. So here's another one of those slide routes, those under routes from Burks right here. It's just presented differently. He's more lined up in a wide receiver alignment here, but he's doing the same thing. On the snap, he's just running that slide route underneath the line of scrimmage and getting up field for some yardage after the catch. So on this play, Burks is down to the bottom of the screen. He's going to be running a go route. It appears to be a true RPO with the quarterback reading this safety right here. And this is a big play for a touchdown. So you see the mesh right here. Quarterback's looking right at that safety. That safety comes up. That means Burks is one-on-one with the corner to the bottom of the screen, and he makes a house call. Now, this corner is 6'4" and 190 pounds. So this is a really good matchup when you're looking at the numbers on paper. But where the corner loses is he peeks right there. He peeks back at the quarterback, tries tracking the ball, and then watch the separation by Burks here. Slight push off right to the chest with his forearm. And that's when the separation is created. And you see him stack the corner, catch the ball, and then get on his horse for the touchdown. So at the start of this play, the corner looked like he was in good shape. It looked like the defense had a good matchup. But the physical assets, the God-given talent of Burks stands out late in this route. All right, here's a 50-50 ball to Burks, who's at the top of the screen. He's just running a go route up the sideline. And he doesn't really get too much height on this, but you can see how the corner is a little overwhelmed at the catch point as Burks jumps into him and snags the ball along the sideline. Here it is from the end zone angle. Again, single high look, one-on-one coverage. Quarterback's going to take that all day. And again, watch how Burks gets into the corner and then uses his hands to make the catch. I mean, a fingertip catch along the sideline there. Really nice work. So doesn't really elevate too much, but his frame and body mass really overwhelmed the corner there from making a play at the catch point. Here's another explosive play down the field from Burks. Another go route. Not really running at full speed. Not really elevating on this play, but he makes a really good play on the ball at the catch point. You see him call for that 50-50 ball and reel it in by overwhelming the corner with his body. Here it is from the end zone angle, and watch at the catch point and how the body mass and the size of Burks is really what wins this route. He barely even elevates here. It gets off the ground. It's all hands. It's all strength. Very good. That's a good thing. But there's not much separation up the field until the catch point, which again translates well. But when you have bigger, better corners at the next level, how will these 50-50 balls translate? He's down at the 1, but I don't know. I'm not totally sold on his abilities yet. Again, he doesn't elevate there for a guy his size and how athletic he's been touted as being. Not really seen it quite yet on these goal balls, these 50-50 balls down the field. Here's another play from Burks where he's just running a go route up the sideline, and he gets that 50-50 ball against the Alabama corner and reels it in. So another play where he's not really elevating on these 50-50 balls, but really just turning around here, and his body mass is what overwhelms the corner and allows him to catch it. It's almost like a tight end boxing out a guy down the field. It's very similar to that right there. You can see it. The corner just is kind of overwhelmed by the body as the ball is dropping in of Burks, and he's able to reel it in. All right, here's another fade goal ball by Burks, taking it up the sideline. A one-man route from the Razorbacks, and a play where Burks creates a separation at the catch point, comes back for the ball, essentially throws the defensive back by, stops at the 50, and then makes a house call with his speed. So he's not the type of guy that's going to win your 50-50 balls down the field by elevating, by playing above the rim. He's going to use his body mass and his strength to do things like that, and then his speed to capitalize on that separation created at the catch point. So here's a play to the bottom of the screen to Burks where he just says, "I'm better than you." Takes a really nice release inside, and the throw is on a line, and he snags it and absorbs the blow from the safety over the top and is able to reel it in. So really nice separation on that inside release. That corner knows he has inside help from that post safety. That post safety is a tad late, and Burks is able to reel it in with a nice throw from the quarterback. So you can see the Razorbacks did a great job of isolating Burks in this game. You saw that motion from right to left on the screen. Again, single high look. That corner's all by himself with a post safety. That safety has a long area to cover. Burks gets a nice flat throw from the quarterback. Doesn't have to do too much except reel it in and then absorb the blow from both of the Crimson Tide defenders. So the Razorbacks motion to a 3-receiver set to the left side of the screen here, and Burks is in the slot, and what they're trying to do on offense is get Burks over the middle behind this linebacker. So they're hoping that this motion right here will get this linebacker to widen a little bit so they can sneak Burks over the middle here. That linebacker does a good job, but the quarterback's still going to find him in this window. It's a tight window throw, but this is just good work from Burks of working over the middle, obviously using his big body to absorb that contact in traffic. I mean, this could be a dangerous ball here from the quarterback, but he does a great job of reeling it in between two defenders, absorbing the blow, and then keeping his feet to get the first down. This first down play from Burks right here in the slot may be one of the best plays or the best routes by him when we're talking about attacking leverage. So he's running an over route, and usually they have him kind of stem inside and then over the top of the mic and then across the field. But on the snap, the defensive back over him has great inside leverage. So there's no way he's going to really be able to get inside of him to get to that over route. So what does he do? He sets him up inside even more. On the snap, he stabs inside right there, gets this DB to freeze his feet. So now he can get back outside into that over route. So really good processing of leverage here on this play. It's something that you don't see all that often from him. Stabs inside, gets over the top, and now he's got some separation. Unfortunately, the DB is a really good athlete. He's able to close that cushion, get back into phase, and then he's in the picture at the catch point, but really this is a drop by Burks. Here it is from the end zone angle. You can see the separation he created by attacking that inside leverage and then taking it up over the top instead of stemming inside. There is some separation, but then that DB closes, gets back in phase, and is there at the catch point, but it's a really nice throw, and it's just dropped by Burks. So a heck of a route gets wasted by a drop on the back end by Burks. So here's a 3rd down and 2 situation. Burks is in a trips bunch set to the right side of the formation, and the Crimson Tide try disguising this. They put this defender on the point man, the tight end, but really he has Burks in coverage. And all Burks is going to do is just hesitate and kind of delay here on the snap, and then just sneak out and then up the sideline. And you can see the speed out wide there really puts the stress on that defensive back, and that defensive back got caught trying to jam that tight end and not really worrying about Burks getting out into the flat, and that really just gave Burks the leverage, and with his speed he can sustain that separation and sustain that leverage and then add the stiff arm and you have a touchdown. So here it is from the end zone angle. I'm not sure if he was going to chip here and just decides not to, but again, a little hesitation. Out to the flats he goes. You see him turn the corner. Here comes a stiff arm, and here's 6 points on the board. So here's Burks in the slot, and I want you to watch this route. It's a decent route stem, but at the top of the route, at the break, you see his footwork kind of suffer. So switch release right here. Now he's one-on-one with that safety, and he does a good job of selling it right outside here, like he's gonna go that way. Gets that safety moving, and then hooks it up right here over the middle. But watch the footwork at the top of this route. You see that break? Drops his hips really well, but then look at the amount of steps it takes to curl back here. Minor critique, but just something to keep in mind with him. He's a big wide receiver, a fast wide receiver, but some of the agility stuff that he's asked to do, you don't get to see it often because of the type of routes and concepts that the Razorbacks run. But here's one where you can kind of see the route running prowess and maybe some of the limitations in that athletic ability when it comes to route running. And again, something that he can work on, but kind of gives you an idea on what you're getting if you're taking this guy in the first round. So Burks is in the slot to the top of the screen. This is a play or a concept they run a lot. They're going to have this receiver clear it out, and then he's going to stem inside here and run an out. Or if that defender that's on him has decent outside leverage, he's going to stem inside and then just kind of curl it up, which he does here. But watch him at the top of this break. It's kind of troubling. I'd say this is one of his weaknesses, his route running and his footwork. Look how many steps it takes for him to just snap that off. I mean, there was a few different clips like this throughout my film study on him. I did 5 games. I studied 5 games, and this is the type of stuff that shows up. So he needs a little work and refinement in his route running. All right, 3rd and long situation here. Burks is in the slot to the top of the screen. Formation into the boundary. The Razorbacks have their flood concept called. So you got the clearing route. You have Burks stemming inside, getting to the first down marker and breaking out. And then just a diagonal route from the tight end there. And Burks drops it along the sideline, but they are saved. There is a flag on the play. So watch it from the end zone angle as Burks stems inside and then breaks to the boundary. The corner gets a tug of the jersey, and it's called. You see that right there. But my issue with this play is, first of all, the drop. It's a nice throw. It's right on his hand. And he drops it as he hits the ground, so you'd like to see him snag it and then rotate his body so that he is able to shield the ball from not hitting the ground. But the other issue here is it's very good coverage. You're going to see this type of coverage at the next level, and you want to see him bring in more of these contested catches, especially if he's not able to separate with suddenness or route running. He's going to be relying more on his speed, and a lot of his speed is more straight line speed. So if there's not much separation at the catch point, you want to see him get better at catching these in contested catch situations. In 2021, he was ranked 79th in contested catch rate at 43.8%. So there's a lot of work to be done for this wide receiver, but there are some traits to work with.